Hello and welcome back to Lately Fashionable. Would you like to come with me to a ball? Of course you would. I am going to Le Bal des Arts in Chicago this Saturday. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. We are about to leave and I have a ball gown stuffed in my carry-on. I can't prove that to you right now, but I will unpack it for you when we get to the hotel and show you how I managed that, because this has all of my undergarments, accessories, my wig, everything, which is why it's in a carry-on. This gown is irreplaceable. It's made from a vintage silk sari. Also, if my luggage gets lost, I would have nothing to wear to the ball, so there'd be no point in being in Chicago. Anyway, we're gonna have a great time. I say we. My husband's coming with me to Chicago. He's not coming to the ball. I only have one ticket. But I'm excited. I'm gonna take you along. Here we go. Just a hint of a sunset over there. Okay, we made it to Chicago. Whew, it was a journey. Anyway, ready to unpack my ball gown now. I made this cape at midnight last night. Well, I started it at midnight. I finished the machine sewing on it at 1 a.m., at which point I went to bed. And then I finished the hand sewing on it in the airport and on the plane. So that's done. Here is my overgown. Definitely needs to be steamed and or ironed. I brought a steamer, so I have that. Got my purse, got stockings, bust improver, and the base gown, which has closures most of the way down the back. I still need to add some more. I only had this much hook and eye tape. Okay, here's a better angle. My husband came back and unpacked the tripod for me because it was in his suitcase. I've got one petticoat, two petticoats, my corset, my petticoat train extension for petticoat number 2, my shoes, and my chemise, which is wrapped around, my wig, which seems to have survived just fine, all the rollers intact, hooray. And then over here, I've got bits that need to be added to my gown still. and my silk opera length gloves. Okay, now I still need to sew several things to finish my gown. First, I need to put the snaps on the overdress so that it can fully close in the back. And then I need to attach it to the base gown once again. Attach the straps to the base gown. Those are in my sewing kit, which is in my other carry-on. And I need to make a loop for my train lift because this gown has a train and I'm going to a ball where there will be dancing. I don't want to step on it or be stepped on, so I need a way to lift the train. I also still need to attach the decorative drapey bits around the shoulders and the pearl boob swags on the front. Well, good morning. It is the day of the ball. I was up until 2 a.m. Central Time, so that would be 3 a.m. for my East Coast sensibilities. Anyway, I got a lot done. I sewed on 11 snaps, which took 2 movies worth of time, because sewing snaps is very slow and boring and I hate it. But I watched a couple of movies. It was good. So I sewed the straps on at the back and I also tacked in the bits of drape, at least the white silk in the back, so that I could then try it on. I didn't get any footage of this, but I did put on my corset and try it on, so that I could then bring the straps up over my shoulder and pin them where they're going to fit, and then also bring the drapes in. And I've got those pinned in the front, and also this teal one, which I'm just going to sort of wrap around the ivory one and then tuck it in when I get to the end of it. So that's basically done. As soon as I sew the straps on in the front, it will be fully technically wearable, because I can always just tuck in the extra bits of silk if I need to, but the straps do need to be permanently attached. But yeah, feeling pretty good about that. I might be able to get away with not ironing this. I thought it was going to wrinkle a lot in the suitcase, which it did, but the wrinkles have largely fallen out just with me working on it. And I even brought my steamer because I didn't want to rely on the hotel iron. And I also brought a press cloth because I don't trust hotel irons. But I might not iron it. Should maybe, but shouldn't. I did need to iron the dress I'm going to wear today because that did not do well in the suitcase. And then all I need to do is make the strap for my train lift. I've got a ribbon here and a button, so I'm just going to finish the ends and then make a buttonhole so that I can wear it on my wrist, but open it up to put the actual train lift in. and then unbutton it to let it down again. And then I still need to do the pearls for the boob swags, the all important boob swags. But yeah, man, good shape. So I think I'm gonna get dressed and maybe get some breakfast. And now I'm ready for breakfast. We have a little pigeon friend out on the ledge. I love pigeons. Quick fit check. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee or Santa Monica. I swear it's calling me. Will make my mama proud. She's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you dance at the club, oh mama. I'm just having fun on the stage in my heels. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Okay, I'm back home from the whirlwind weekend that it was. I had an amazing time at the ball, as you saw. It's now Monday. I did not film anything on Sunday because that was the trip home, and also I was kind of losing my voice from talking to people all night long. My face was tired from smiling so much. Anyway, I had an amazing time. I got to meet so many cool people, many of which I had already been following on socials for a long time, and some were brand new people I had never seen before, and now I'm following them on Instagram and just soaking in all of the gorgeous costume work, and I keep seeing new posts from people and being like, oh, I didn't get to talk to that person. But there were so many people there, it would have been impossible to actually speak to everyone, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yes, my gown made it in one piece. Well, in two pieces. It's now in one piece, now that I've reattached the silk overgown to the base gown. I had so much fun wearing it. I felt incredible, and I got many compliments. Most people told me that the color was really flattering for my skin tone and hair, and I do agree. I love that color. I do think it looks amazing on me. Everyone looked amazing. Everyone looked amazing. It was so cool to be in such esteemed company, I guess. Also, I had a VIP ticket because my friend who sold me the ticket had a VIP ticket, so I got a housewife kit in my gift bag. I haven't even looked at it yet. Oh my goodness. So the embroidery is just stunning. It's all metallic thread, and these irises are gorgeous. And it came with the whole sewing kit that you need. Fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this. Not quite immediately because I've got other, deadlines to meet, but very soon. Also embroidery for one of the pockets. I know there's instructions on Sewstine's blog for making the kit. Oh, I'm so excited. What a sweet and thoughtful gift. We also got these amazing badge reels so we could attach a name tag, and an absinthe kit so you could turn in this ticket at the bar, get a serving of absinthe, and then put the sugar cubes on the fancy spoon that you set on top of your cup. And then there were dispensers with little spigots for water that you would drip onto the sugar to dissolve it into your absinthe. I obviously did not use mine, which I mildly regret. But honestly, I was so thirsty the entire time. I have to say, by the way, this ball was extremely well organized and just a delight to attend. There were no hiccups at any point. The lines for the bar were never long. The bartenders were amazing. They kept everyone moving, and they kept the water station refilled with ice water all the time because I was going back to it constantly and it was never empty. So shout out to the staff at this ball. They did a superb job. And it was also nice to just hang out in the bar area. It was a bit cooler than the ballroom, which got very warm and very loud. So if you wanted a break from the noise and the crowd, you could slink off to the bar, or you could go downstairs in the basement, which was very well lit. There were photography stations everywhere. There were professional photographers taking, regular digital photos, but also tintypes. Those had to be scheduled ahead of time, and I didn't get one of those. But they also had selfie stations set up where you could get your own photo, and it was really cool. So that was really nice as a place to go away from the crowds and be able to relax a little bit. There was a free coat check. There was a gorgeous staircase that I got some footage of me going up and then down again, just because it's a staircase I have to. And all in all, it was just an amazing event, and I cannot wait to go again. There's another ball coming up next March with a Victorian Gothic theme, and I have a gown already planned. So I need to get a ticket for this ball because I can't miss it. So yeah, that was the ball. I had an amazing time. I don't know how else to say I had an amazing time. Thank you, Sewstine, for putting on an amazing event. Thank you to all of the people that I talked to. I know I was not normal. I was fangirling all over the place. But everyone was so sweet and so kind and so beautiful to look at. Oh, so I'm going to be living off of this ball for months. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, also, I wore this pin on my purse because it pretty much says it all.